Elbow Grease Productions, in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, presents This is Pearl Jr. again for MichaelJacksonInsider.com. And I had a great, wonderful conversation with Brian Oxman, who is Joe Jackson's attorney at this time and was a former Jackson family attorney for many, many years. You know, I was in the courthouse in the hallway, and Brian Oxman looked at me and he said, don't I know you? And I said, yeah, I'm Pearl Jr. And he remembered me from the 2005 trial and from our document Behind the Scenes of the Michael Jackson trial, as well as Michael Jackson, the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. And he walked up to me and we just hugged each other, this long, long hug. And this hug was like sharing sympathy, sharing our loss, sharing our sadness. And it almost made me cry, in which I'm still having a hard time not crying at least once a day when I think about what's happened to Michael Jackson and the loss of Michael Jackson. Well, anyway, he told me a couple things. The case with Billie Jean Jackson. She is 60 years old. She's an African-American woman, and she believes that she is Blanket's mother. And she believes that her and Michael were once married. Brian said we should not, down talk her, put her down. She's a human being, but the case was dismissed that she had because she apparently had heart problems and she apparently couldn't make it because she was ill. So the case was dismissed. So as far as the legal tanglings of Billie Jean Jackson, as far as, she wanted Catherine and John Branca not to arrest her. She wanted to visit Blanket Friday through Sunday at 2 o'clock. And she also wanted some money from the will. So I don't know if all of it was dismissed, but the major case with Billie Jean Jackson was dismissed. We also talked about Michael's feelings during the trial. We talked about how Michael thought that he was going to be crucified like Jesus. It was a crucifixion, that maybe it was destiny that he went out in a similar way to what Jesus went out, even though he didn't think he was Jesus, but he just thought that he was being unfairly persecuted for something he didn't do. You know the old phrase, no good deed goes unpunished. And Michael genuinely loved kids. He loved kids even when he was a kid because there were so many children in his family. And Catherine, of course, is the mother of all mothers. She loves the children, all her grandchildren. Anyway, and he said that Michael thought it was too much for him sometimes. The fame, the responsibility of being the most famous person in the world. Why him? He wondered why this was bestowed on him. And he knew that he sung and he danced and he wanted people to love him, but he didn't know that it was going to raise him up to that type of level. So he thought it was a big responsibility, and sometimes it was too much for him to bear. Also with Brian Oxman, we talked about the case with Dr. Murray, what was going on with Dr. Murray, or whoever. Only him, Dr. Murray, maybe others. I have no idea why it was taking the police so long to investigate and why it was taking so long for the district attorney to bring charges. Well, we've learned that charges are finna, which is fixing to, getting ready to be filed against Dr. Conrad Murray for involuntary manslaughter. I know that Joe said that he thinks he should be charged with murder, and I heard that through the grapevine. And also Jermaine thinks it should be some kind of homicide, second-degree murder, and also they want somebody to be held accountable. If Michael didn't die of natural causes, and we all know that he was healthy, and that's what the autopsy said, that he was healthy enough to keep living, that someone should be held accountable. So there's more to come in the life and the death of Michael Jackson, and I am Pearl Jr. for MichaelJacksonInsider.com. Michael Jackson, the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, tells the undaunted truth about the superstar and the media pundits that hated him. From his troubles with skin color, surgeries, his sexual preference, and the child molestation accusations are all exposed. This documentary answers how Michael Jackson paid $20 million and tells the real facts about why he was found not guilty. Plus, it delivers an accurate account of what the King was doing since his 2005 acquittal to his announcement at London's O2 Arena, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, available at retail stores worldwide at Amazon.com.